This time we're looking back at two brilliant builds which were about making maximum impact with a minimum budget.
You've spent £28,000 on making your house look £48,000 better.
With two canny couples and Mazulsop determined to make every penny count.
I'm not going to muck around with knocking that down, not at this budget.
But will my glorious new horizons
Wow.
meet Kirsty's super frugal solutions?
We never thought about that, did we?
To answer the big question.
Are you going to love it?
Or list it? You must sit with people quite regularly now whose ambitions and hopes just simply don't tally up with the costs of today.
I deal with that very quickly. I'm like,
That ain't possible.
that ain't possible. It's really, really important that I don't overpromise and that I just say this won't be possible.
It's very difficult because naturally you want to enhance the value of the house.
The key to my job is to encourage a build which is both adding to the value of the property and making it attractive to the widest possible group of buyers and doing what that family wants for themselves.
Back in 2023, we visited Maidenhead, a highly desirable commuter town that was home to Nilesh, Raky and their daughter Isla. They were a growing family who were divided over moving closer to grandparents or staying in the community they loved.
Originally from Leicestershire, they bought this 4-bedroomed detached house in 2021.
And since moving in, Raky and DIY enthusiast Nilesh have made the place their own.
What we've accomplished here is great with regards to aesthetics.
We've worked so hard to sort of decorate it and get it to a point where we can live in it, and it's just so lovely.
But although they're both proud of the home they've created, they can't agree over what to do next.
I'm on team love it because this house has become a home, really. It just offers everything that we need, and I think with a bit of tweaking and a bit of unlocking the potential, we could really, be here for years and years.
But Nilesh does not agree.
And I am team list it because the current disconnected kitchen with the dining, with the lounge attached, it doesn't work.
It's easy to see why the ground floor isn't working now that there's a baby in the family. The lounge at the front has been taken over by Isla's toy collection. The dining area is mostly used as a thoroughfare to the study and garden, and the kitchen is small and isolated from the rest of the living space. On the first floor, there are 3 bedrooms and a family bathroom. And in the loft is the main bedroom and an ensuite.
We do love living here, but the reality of doing certain things and opening up different spaces all come at a significant cost. So it's trying to make those dreams a reality. I think that's quite difficult.
Don't worry, Nilesh. Value for money renovations are my speciality.
I'm confident that Kirsty is going to come out with some fantastic ideas that are just going to absolutely blow Nilesh's mind and see where we go from there.
Good luck, Kirstles.
Thanks very much, but it's Phil who needs all the luck he can get.
There's no luck involved, Kirsty, just years of experience.
Are you sure this is right? This looks
the right address, that's all I can tell you.
OK. One day it won't be the right address.
I know, I live in fear of that. Hello.
Come on in.
Pleasantries exchanged. Let's get down to business.
So hit us with it. Who's on team list it, who's on team love it?
So I am team list it.
I'm team love it.
What attracted you to the house to start with?
So we had one eye on, starting a family, and it was one of the main drivers for moving.
Yeah.
So we wanted more space, but now having lived in it with a child, we realised that there are some challenges with that.
I'm finding that as Isla's growing, she's becoming more interactive, so I'm having to constantly run in and out of the living room to the kitchen.
I do notice something. I am sure Isla is the most adorable small person that ever lived. She has taken over the house.
Yes. She has.
I mean, blimey.
She's only got so much stuff now, but it's only going to get more.
It's only going to get more.
No. And there's no place for us to
She's
escape.
the Imelda Marcos of the tiny toy world.
It's allowed.
It's allowed, but perhaps put the stuff in one
Yeah.
space.
Yeah.
What else have you debated doing?
We kind of want, well, I definitely do want better connection to the garden.
Yeah.
I would love for Phil as well, massive bifolds. I would love that.
And what would be the reasons for moving?
I'm thinking, you know what, maybe get that open plan living space downstairs, but also the other part of it is that since Isla's come along, like our families are in Leicestershire, 2-hour drive, you know, they're managing for now.
Yeah.
But part of me is thinking, what if we were to move closer to home in Leicester? That would be great.
Well, let's have a look around.
Yeah.
Isla's arrival has changed what Nilesh and Raky need from their home, and I'm going to have to rework the layout to suit how they live now.
Well, there's a few issues, obviously, but I don't think they're insurmountable.
No, nothing. No, it's totally not insurmountable. But it's not going to be simple. I'm going to have to think carefully about how to spend my £20,000 Love It budget and deliver the maximum impact with the minimum spend. I mean, that's quite a solid wall, and that is an original outside wall. So I'm not going to muck around with knocking that down, not at this budget.
Most of your money will be
spent
a
on-
new kitchen and the wall, and that's about it.
If I'm going to persuade Raky to join Team List It, I'm going to have to improve on what they already have here.
Very nice main bedroom.
I've got a List It budget of £450,000 to £500,000. But seeing as we're heading north to the Midlands, where house prices are on average up to 50% cheaper than Maidenhead, I'm sure I'll be able to find somewhere that gives this young family everything they're after.
But don't forget, there's over £23,000 of stamp duty and moving costs to pay Phil. That's more than my entire budget.
Let's talk about the search and what I'm going to look for.
So ideally, if we could keep the 4 bedrooms, but I would be willing to go down to 3 for a really wow space downstairs that's open plan, that would suit our family life,
Yep.
and some connection of the open plan space into the garden.
The purpose of this would be to get closer to family in Leicestershire.
Yes.
And could I search into Leicestershire, or is it somewhere between here and there?
We'd still want to be commutable to London.
London.
So we'd want to be sort of an hour away maximum.
Thoughts on towns, villages, countryside? Where are you at?
We're quite open with that,
Yeah.
aren't we?
Yeah.
We're quite keen to see what you'll find us, Phil.
All to play for.
Game on.
I'm going to enjoy this search.
Whilst Phil is his typically chipper self, I've got a £20,000 Love It budget to make this house work for the whole family. And I need to ensure that every penny of that is wisely spent to make an impact at the back of the house, where the main problems lie. The kitchen has got to be opened up so it feels connected to the rest of the house, and I've a plan that will do just that. This house is lovely. The only thing that doesn't work in this house is the kitchen. And £15,000 to £20,000 is a perfectly respectable amount for changing the kitchen. Got your pencil?
Yeah.
Turn over your page.
Oh, wow.
By removing the side access door and the wall between the kitchen and the current dining room, I'll create the open, family-friendly kitchen Nilesh and Raky crave. The entrance to the study will have a large, movable glass partition installed, creating a playroom for Isla with storage for all her baby stuff, freeing up the living room to become the adult-focused space that they've been missing. Lastly, there's a budget-dependent option to change the doors to the garden with a picture window and fixed seating for a dining room.
No, I like the idea that we're now reclaiming this space.
Yeah.
How it is the table becomes absolutely central.
Okay, yeah.
They sit and do their homework.
Homework, eat.
They sit and eat.
Yeah. And I do like the idea of, making that the focal point, because I think that's 100% what's missing at the moment.
Yeah.
And that space is being not used. Definitely Kirsty's suggestions. I think they tick all the boxes in terms of having that open kitchen, that socialisation, but also being able to see Isla.
Yeah, and having that nice open plan flow, but also having the possibilities to separate those spaces as well, I think is really important.
Do you know what was interesting about that particular job is that it's very difficult to explain to people how fast children grow.
Yes.
You have this light of your life, their little Isla, their little girl, and they were really decorating and altering the house around her needs.
We're often talking about that, trying to forecast and plan for a life that you're not in yet.
Yeah.
Yes, when baby is really small, you're in that and you're totally engrossed in it. And you can't see beyond. You can't see when they're 5 or 6 because you have no idea what it's like.
Every single family you work with, every single job you do feeds into this wealth of experience of the mistakes you can make if you do the work based on your life now.
Yeah. What you did there was use the space that they already had much more effectively.
Yeah.
Kitchens are surely the most expensive room to renovate or redo. But they're also the most important, most valuable room.
You can really reduce your spend on the kitchen if you decide to stay with your current plumbing, gas, electrics, etc.
There's a lot of tricks of the trade
Yeah.
to getting a lot of freshness out of a kitchen.
Yeah.
From a growing family to a shrinking one, in 2023, Kirsty and I were in the historic market town of Strathern to meet Wilma and Frank.
So you got your £10 bet, have you?
In your dreams.
A couple who were swinging between loving the family home and listing it and fulfilling a lifetime dream of moving to the sea.
Definitely winning.
The cause of their conflict was this 4-bedroom detached house that was the family home for 25 years.
I am team love it because the potential of this house is massive if we do the right things to it.
I'm team listed. The house is too big now. We've got all this extra space that we're not really doing anything with.
After a disco brought them together, they bought this detached house 25 years ago and raised their 2 sons here.
Cheers.
Eldest son Michael has flown the nest, and David is soon to follow. And while Wilma and Frank can't agree on what to do next, there's no argument over their home's biggest issue.
We really need to sort out the conservatory now because it's just dated and out of place.
Built 21 years ago, the ageing conservatory has been a playroom for the boys and then a teenage hangout with table tennis and snooker, but is now unloved.
We really don't use this space. The only people who are really in the conservatory are the dogs.
And while there's plenty of space where it's not needed, there's not enough in the kitchen diner when it is needed.
We had the large island with the breakfast area built 10 years ago. It means the dining area is now quite tight if we're entertaining friends and family. So, for example, at my dad's birthday in January, we had everybody packed round the table and the 2 boys were sitting at the breakfast bar separate from everyone else because we really couldn't get any more people round the table. We haven't refurbished the downstairs of the house because we don't quite know what to do with this conservatory.
The underused conservatory accounts for 20% of the ground floor, where there's also a large living room, a small work-from-home study, a guest WC, a utility room and a kitchen diner, which, although it's been reconfigured, does not give them the entertaining space for large family gatherings that they hanker after. But getting these 2 to share the same dream could be tough.
Well, we better get started then.
Hello. So lovely to meet you. Thank you. Please come on in.
Who wants to love it? Who wants to list it?
I would like to list it.
And I would like to love it.
How long have you been here? What's the kind of background?
It's been our wonderful family home for 25 years, but it's a new season. We're working differently. It's time to move into a new chapter, and my dream to live by the sea could be a reality, Phil, if you can find us the right home.
Of course.
So, Frank, what's not to like about this plan?
I just think that we've had such great memories here. I love Strathern as an area. I've got lots of friends here. I've got a great golf club.
I may be wrong about this, Frank, but I don't think the west coast of Scotland is short of golf clubs.
Good point, Kirsty.
There is quite a few, but I've played them all. And the main thing that we really need help on, professional help on, is this conservatory.
What do you both think should be done with the conservatory?
It's not in a good state of repair, so we need to take it down and either do something else or extend the garden again.
We need to look around it.
Yeah.
Have a look around. That's what you need to do.
I've got a budget of £350,000 to convince Frank to join Wilma on Team List It and opt for a new life beside the sea. But don't forget, there's over £15,000 of stamp duty and moving costs to add to that, Phil. Money that would be better spent invested here in the home they already both love. Wilma and Frank can spend up to £50,000 to turn their higgledy-piggledy downstairs into a free-flowing, living, entertaining space. But I've already spotted a simpler, cheaper solution.
Conservatories should make you feel that you can make more of your garden. This one just seems to sort of restrict the garden, really, and create zones which you don't need. Do I recommend the cost-efficient option, retaining and refurbishing the conservatory, or do I rip it up and start again? They've tasked me with setting out a design for a build budget of £50,000, so I have to give them that. Turn over both pages. And you look at your conservatory. So my plan is goodbye conservatory, hello sunroom, giving them the usable space that they do need with a large dining area, a comfy snug, and bifold doors out onto the garden. Part of the wall and the bay window would be removed, allowing easy access from the current kitchen, which would now have more usable space. And the entrance through to the living room would be widened, making the spaces better connected. So basically, this that we're in now becomes your kitchen.
OK. Food for thought.
It is a lot to think about.
It is. Yeah. Thank you.
Meanwhile, Phil is desperate to go house hunting by the sea.
We just need to go away now and look at the plans in detail. It'll be, you know, it'll be time well spent and it'll improve the house no end.
4 months after Kirsty and I first visited Maidenhead, work had started at Raky and Nilesh's 3-bed semi.
I was quite anxious for just, for the wall to come down on day one, but that's just not the way things work. But now the walls come down, so that's been quite transformative, so it's nice to finally see a big difference.
Although Nilesh and Raky have gone with my idea to remove the kitchen wall, they've decided to go their own way with another aspect of the build.
One of Kirsty's plans was to do away with the door to the garden and turn that into like a picture window with seating for the dining table. And whilst that was quite a cool, unique idea, we felt that just wasn't quite right for us. We've always enjoyed having direct access to the garden via that route. And I can just see Isla, when she's eventually found her feet and she's running around, it's just going to be great for her to get straight into the garden.
Raky and baby Isla have gone to stay with family in Leicestershire, leaving Nilesh to oversee the build, and I think he's secretly loving it.
And while they were away, the wall that isolated the kitchen from the rest of the house has been demolished, creating what will become the new open-plan kitchen diner. The side access door has been bricked up and new bifolds installed to give better access to the garden.
Back in Straven, Wilma and Frank wisely decided not to spend their full 50k budget on a build, and instead went for something much more frugal.
It was always an option to make the unusable space usable again by refurbishing the conservatory rather than replacing it.
The plan that we're working with is to put a new glass roof on the conservatory. So that's going to become our new extended dining space that we can make as big as we ever need it. We're going to refresh the kitchen, and the area that's currently our tight dining space is going to become our snug. So we're back to the full plan. Thank you, Kirsty.
4 months after our first visit, Kirsty wanted to catch up with Frank and Wilma.
I am in a pub in Wolverhampton, but where I really want to be is in Straven, talking to Frank and Wilma. Fill me in.
So I think it's fair to say that since we last saw you, the summary of it all is that we are replacing all the glass on Monday using a completely different type of glass, which has a similar energy rating to a solid roof, but you still retain all the light.
Reglazing the conservatory will certainly make it more habitable, and will dramatically reduce their total spend from £50,000 to £25,000. Taking your old conservatory, making it a workable dining space, and therefore giving yourself a snug where your dining was, creates the sort of family kitchen that you were after. Anyway,
yeah, so it's been great.
Anyway, thank you so much. I'm so sorry I'm not there to see it in person, but I will be.
You take care. Lovely to chat.
And you. Bye.
In Maidenhead, Nilesh and Raky were undecided on their family home.
I'm on team love it because this house has become a home, really. It just offers everything that we need.
And I am team list it because the current disconnected kitchen with the dining, with the lounge attached, it doesn't work.
In Straven, Frank and Wilma had made a canny decision to refurbish their ageing conservatory instead of knocking it down, and in doing so, saved half their budget, bringing their build in at under £30,000. And while Frank and Wilma were saving money, I was taking Nilesh and Raky on a tour of Northamptonshire to potentially spend their £500,000 list-it budget. I started the search with a fully renovated 4-bedroom semi in Kislingbury, which was on the market at £450,000.
So here we have a 4-bedroom semi, completely refurbished, no DIY.
Ticks all the boxes so
How does that all sit with you?
Let's see.
OK, come on then.
On the ground floor is a spacious entrance hall, a bright bay-windowed living room, utility room, and a modern kitchen diner. Exactly what they're missing at home.
Wow. This is what I'm talking about, Raky. Wow.
You're looking worried.
Phil, I think we got this one in the bag.
It's open, it's bright, it's light, it's lovely. You could entertain all of the extended family really happily.
This is exactly what we're looking to create.
Yeah.
Why don't you have a look upstairs, count the bedrooms, enjoy the bathrooms, and I'll see you in a moment.
Come on. This is pretty cool, man.
On the first floor, there are 3 bedrooms, 2 with en-suites and a family bathroom. Up one more floor to the loft is the main bedroom, which, with its own ensuite, is almost 70% bigger than the one back home.
It's nice and bright, actually,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Very impressive. That view is incredible.
It's quite narrow.
That's true.
This room's quite nice.
Really, really nice. Great view of the garden here as well.
Yeah.
Shall we go down and have a look and meet Phil?
Yeah, I think we should.
And do the deal. It's impressive, Phil.
It is, isn't it?
I'm very impressed.
It's done to how I would like it.
Yeah, I just think it's been well finished.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very well finished.
Yeah.
So we're in the right kind of patch
Yeah.
to London and getting to family.
Yes.
But it should fill us with hope that
Definitely.
we're on the right track.
But Phil, you've set the bar pretty high, so...
Let's see if we can raise it.
Yeah? Yeah?
I
Do
hope
it.
I hope not. Come on, have faith.
I certainly kept the faith because my next house was an absolute stunner. A 4-bed detached house in Earthlingborough at the top end of their £500,000 budget, but with all the hallmarks of a forever family home.
Oh, wow.
Good response.
That's not the response I should be doing.
I've got you. That's a little nature reserve that's only used by, there's about 20 houses and they all pay into it. It's beautiful.
Aha, yeah, so
lovely,
you
isn't
maintain it,
Yeah.
okay.
Raky, what's going through your mind?
Speechless. No, outside, I mean, that is beautiful. Just that bit out there is stunning. Yeah. Isla would love that, wouldn't she?
Yeah.
Let's have a look round.
Did you hear that, Kirsty? Even baby Isla's coming over to Team List It.
I am very excited to be able to show you this one.
Okay.
Big, generous, lovely first impression in the hallway. Come on through here. The sense of space is sensational through here. It's a huge kitchen.
Yeah, it's massive.
Massive dining table, have everybody round.
exactly what we're trying to create at
Yeah.
home, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it would never be like this.
No.
Yeah.
Look of disappointment there, Raky. Why don't you have an explore?
Lovely.
Sure.
Great.
Sounds good. Oh, wow. This is quite a generous office.
Oh gosh, yeah. I didn't expect
Wasn't
that.
expecting it to be that
No,
big.
I thought it was literally this bit here, so
Could even be a playroom.
yes. Yeah, much bigger than I realised or thought. And it's quite nice to be able to walk out into the garden from
Yeah.
here as well, isn't it?
Really impressed with that, actually.
That's it, Nilesh. Keep plugging the team list it positives.
It's opening your eyes, isn't it, to see, how we
Yeah.
could live.
I can see the benefits of listing. What you can get in these areas is probably a lot more than what we can get down at home. But equally, we haven't finished our project yet, so let's see what happens with that.
Six months after our first visit to Maidenhead, the build was complete and decision day was upon us.
So, they've done absolutely nothing, and it's a great big practical joke.
Hello. Hi. Come on in.
Coming in, guys.
Previously, the wall that separated the cramped, impractical kitchen from the underutilised dining room made it impossible to keep tabs on baby Isla while cooking. But now, by removing that wall, they've created a bright, stylish, open-plan, family-friendly space. With a sleek new kitchen in an elegant shade of grey and a breakfast bar that allows Isla to watch her parents while they cook. And smart, glazed sliding doors that give visibility throughout, allowing the whole family to stay connected.
Ooh, I love the colour.
It looks sensational. And it's big. It feels
Yeah.
big.
Good.
Really
Yeah.
smart, really slick. So the kitchen isn't any bigger. It's just been redone, is that right?
Yes, reconfigured.
We wanted to get a nice big window again to just get lots of light in.
Yeah.
Similar thing with the doors have been widened here.
Yeah.
And the obvious thing is obviously the kitchen wall came out.
There's not been an extension,
No.
but it feels like it. That window being changed is absolutely revolutionary.
Yeah.
It really, really works. Thanks to some very smart thinking, Nilesh and Raky have come up with lots of clever ways to get the most out of their limited budget. And some of the small, cost-effective changes they've carried out have made a big difference. This is a really big kitchen from what was a little galley kitchen.
Sure.
And we're really trying to utilise the space. So even in that tiny little gap there, we've put a little larder in there as well.
It's about increasing usable space.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
think now it kind of, everything
More in
evens
keeping
out.
with the rest of the property.
Yeah.
Is that a radiator?
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's very cool.
It's really
Thank
nice,
you.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very impressed.
My plan was to enlarge the doorway to the office and install a foldable glass partition. But they've gone for a different, but still very nice alternative. Your decision not to make that into a playroom,
Yeah.
tell me about that.
With that being an external wall and
Yeah.
then the drop down in floor level and ceiling
Yeah.
height, it was becoming a much bigger
Yeah.
project and the budget was not stretching. Or just make this the wow space and then simply put a glazed door there, which
Yeah.
allows you visibility into that room,
Yeah.
which can be also an office or a
Yeah.
playroom.
I mean, it's very, very nice. Of course, it's only half the size of some of the kitchens that we
Yeah, well, if
saw
you
on
go
the
up,
search.
yeah, but Phil, you were a long way from here.
Yeah, we were, but that's part of the plan. You totally nailed this, 100%. It's lovely.
Nilesh and Raky have done an amazing job, transforming this space on a limited budget. But how is that transformation going to affect their decision whether to stay or go? It's time to find out what Mum, Dad and baby Isla have decided.
You've done a beautiful job, but the whole search, I know I opened your eyes, and in fact I know I inspired you with some of those houses. Access to family, bigger houses, still having access to London, and cheaper.
Yeah, I think it's about trying to find the balance, and I think that property that you showed us could work better for us.
Yeah.
But equally, we're trying to make the best of what we've got.
Yeah.
On that subject of doing a beautiful job here, the average valuation pre-work was 745,000. You spent £28,000 on it. If you were to contemplate moving today, this house would have an average valuation of £793,000.
Oh, wow.
So that represents a £48,000 uplift.
That's brilliant.
Really happy with that.
Really
Absolutely
That's
chuffed.
great.
Wow.
You've spent £28,000 on making your house look £48,000 better.
Can't argue with that, can you?
No, and it's a very, very interesting lesson in less is sometimes more.
So that means we have more money to spend, Phil.
Yes, here we go. That's the man.
Are you going to love it?
Or list it.
We are going to...
Love it.
Poor Phil. It did occur to me that you might list it and stay in the area. She looks pleased. I think she's pleased.
Well, you are, aren't you? You're
I
glad to
think
be back.
that also plays into it. Like, this is where we've raised her. Like, this is our...
It's definitely, for now, it 100% works.
Yeah.
It's been such a great process, though. It's been super fun. Like, we've really enjoyed it.
And we're just looking forward to enjoying the space now.
Yeah. We're going to have everyone over.
Yeah.
I went into that decision conversation quite confident because we'd seen amazing houses up in Leicestershire. But I think the difficulty was, obviously, I hadn't seen what you'd helped them with. But Raky had been up in Leicestershire, living close to her parents.
Yeah.
But she'd actually been missing her friends
Yeah.
and was quite keen to
Get back.
get back. And I think she'd really enjoyed the build. We've always given advice about having a contingency, a financial sort of cushion.
10%.
Is it as much as 10% nowadays?
I think you should go into every build not expecting it to go over, not wanting it to go over, doing everything in your power to prevent it going over, but factor in that it could go over by 10%.
Well, did they spend 28,000? So it was quite way over budget.
In percentage terms, a long way over budget, yeah.
But they were happy. It was a great result.
It was a great result.
Frank and Wilma in Straven were at a different stage of their life as soon-to-be empty nesters and were still open to a sea change for the future. Wilma wanted me to find them a place on the west coast of Scotland with a sea view and ideally golf course access for Frank. And only I could do that. We started our search in Inverkip, a village on the coast around 50 miles from their home in Straven. And as they hadn't viewed a property for over 25 years, it was a big day. On the market for offers over £290,000, this first property really was a top-flight offering.
So, minutes from the marina, minutes from the beach. Selling the dream here.
Yes. Oh, no, this is the dream. This is the sort of different
This is
lifestyle.
Wilma's dream.
What's not to love?
What's not to love? The compromise here is there is an outside space.
Okay.
But there's so much outside space all around you. Come see what you think.
Love it. Thank you.
Inside, this beautiful apartment has an open-plan kitchen, living, dining space that's made for hosting fun family get-togethers, something they've been struggling with at home. And the cherry on top is the breathtaking views over the coast. Kirsty certainly can't give them that.
Come on in. So, we have a great big flat here.
Oh, wow. We did see open plan living.
Right, calm.
Wow.
It's 80 square metres, this room. We've got proper entertaining space.
I'm so pulled over to that kitchen window.
Come and have a look.
Oh, my goodness, there's the Isle of Bute. Gosh.
Yeah, it's where I used to spend all
Your childhood?
All my childhood. And Butte, yeah.
This is great.
Utility room here as well, yeah.
It's big space, isn't it?
It's a big
Really is.
space.
Why don't you go and have a look at the bedrooms?
Nice.
They are very, very happy. Frank is trying not to like it, but he can't help himself.
There were 3 good-sized bedrooms, all with en-suites. Perfect for when friends and family come to stay.
So first up for Team List It, how are we doing?
Amazing. This is a almost perfect apartment.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
It's pretty good. It ticks so many boxes in terms of the space to entertain, bedrooms and their size. Yeah.
Frank's not looking very happy about things over there.
So, yeah, I think it's what a start.
got to say, you've got my head turning a bit. Some of the views and stuff are great, but really the size of the bedrooms and the size of the whole apartment is fantastic.
Strong start.
Very good.
It certainly
Going
is.
to get stronger as well, Frank, don't you worry.
Excellent, excellent.
3 miles down the coast, my next property was in Skelmorley, overlooking the Isles of Bute and Arran. On the market for offers over $385,000, this detached bungalow boasts spectacular views across the Firth of Clyde. And there's an extra bonus for Frank too.
The golf club's just up there.
Oh, wow. Look at the view.
Well, I tell you, it gets better from up there. Let me get you in there and show you the view from up the top.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, this room, well, it sells itself, really.
Oh, my goodness. Look at the view.
Wow.
Can we go out there?
Come on. Ta-da!
Wow. This is a
What's
view.
a view?
I sense Frank's coming over to team this.
I do too, Phil. Just keep going.
Not completely at the moment. I'm just...
Of course, we've got the view.
Yes.
What more could he want?
Come on, Frank, you know it makes sense. That was a really interesting search. Fairly classic example of kids having left home. They wanted to free up some cash. They didn't need the family house anymore.
Yeah.
I think even when downsizing makes every bit of sense on paper, it's still hard to pull off. It's emotionally hard, and actually, practically, it's hard because people are used to having their big couches or their dining table and having people round and things like that.
I think that it's so important. I always encourage it.
And encourage people to get it done early.
Get it done early.
It's exciting.
Do it while you can still enjoy it.
Yeah. I think if people get it done early, it's very invigorating, and it's a
really
new
is.
sense of life, and it's exciting.
And the problem is our system of buying and selling is so badly broken that unless you really have to move for a reason that's an imperative, you don't. And that's...
Well, it costs money.
Yeah.
You're going to have stamp duty to pay and all of that.
All of that, yeah.
But it's just great to be in Scotland. I love Scotland. West coast of Scotland, house hunting, happy days.
What's not to like?
Yeah. Well, we might like it, but was the lure of the coast enough to make Wilma and Frank list it? After 5 months of work on their home of 25 years, it was decision day in Straven.
Oh, you didn't book the good weather, Phil.
No, I've left it behind today.
I know, but it's not good enough. Hello, it's lovely to see you.
Guys, it's freezing. Come on in.
Nice to see you.
How are you doing?
The wet weather can't dampen my enthusiasm to see the couple's renovation. Now the kitchen diner has been given a new lease of life. And the conservatory is giving me a warm and fuzzy feeling. The living room also has a new look, with soft, peaceful blues and sleek grey sofas replacing the dated damask wallpaper and peppermint patterned seating. Does look super smart.
I'm always quite nervous coming into these places. What's happened?
Let me be your guide, Phil. The couple had the kitchen units professionally spray painted, and they look amazing under the natural light flooding in from the refurbished conservatory. The conservatory is now the entertaining space for family and friends that the couple desperately desired.
The kitchen's replaced.
Upcycled,
Upcycle.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
taken apart and all painted and all sprayed. The work surfaces and the backsplash were done on site,
Yeah.
but everything else was taken away and painted.
Yeah.
Love it.
Genius.
Really?
It's the first time someone's really done it. Because I've wanted someone to do it for so long.
Well, that's great.
So it's new handles.
No, it's actually not new
is it the
handles.
same handles?
It's just, I didn't like anything more than the ones we had.
But they look completely different when they've got the
colour.
Yeah, the shine and the buff them up.
A small budget-priced kitchen would cost around 8k on average to purchase and install. The spray painting cost £3,500, and this looks as good as new to me.
You had a table up there before, and it was all quite tight. That was where you were spending a lot of time, and it was a bit cosy.
It's funny you should mention that, Phil, because basically another room has been added onto the house, hasn't it?
It has an effect, yeah.
The dog room.
The dog room.
Yeah, it's the dog room, yeah.
That was the dog room, you're right.
It is now the orangery. It looks absolutely fantastic. Sharing an evening meal under the stars and then relaxing on the banquette with a glass of wine, this is the new life Wilma and Frank were dreaming of.
I've got to ask, this was the dog room? Well, what have you done with the dogs?
They're in there. They're in the doghouse.
They've got a new bed in the snug.
They've got a new bed, and yeah, they'll be in the snug.
It's all well and good, Frank, but you can't see the Isle of Bute, can you? I mean,
No,
forgive me.
We can't see Aaron.
But Phil, let me tell you, there is the Isle of Iona. Isle of Iona, one of my favourite places in the world.
It's lovely, but it doesn't achieve your aim
Doesn't.
of the new lifestyle.
It doesn't.
It achieves mine.
We're not too worried about you today, Frank. I think we should sit down and have a little drink and a think.
I think we should.
Yes, sounds good.
It cost just under £20,000 to refurbish the conservatory, which took Wilma and Frank's total spend on the renovation to £25,000.
I'm impressed by all that Kirsty's done to help the couple with their renovation. But I'm also excited because the new look they've given their home will certainly make it more appealing to younger families if they choose to sell and begin a new life by the sea.
I particularly liked the flat in Inverkip.
Yeah.
That flat was all about lifestyle. You could see the sea and you could see Bute and you could probably just about see Cumbria from the kitchen and the dining area.
The actual flat itself was incredible, and it kind of really opened my mind to, wow, this is what you can get for your money.
The average valuation for this property prior to the work you did was 361.
Right.
The average valuation now is 388.
Okay.
Excellent.
Only about £1,000 more than what you've spent, but in this market, for anyone to do work which doesn't add on any space and to come in having not lost any money, absolutely you would recoup.
Thank you. That's really good to hear.
Wilma, Frank, are you going to love it?
Or are you going to list it?
We are going to list it.
Bless him. He so needed that. Have you taken that away from him? I think what you've done to this house is so clever. You've transformed it.
This house now is for a family. It's a family house. We want a different lifestyle now.
How exciting.
Indeed.
I'm deeply jealous.
No, it is really exciting.
You're making me think I should go home and move.
I think ultimately we're always going to come to, a conclusion that we thought was right for the lifestyle in the next stage.
So, although we started in different camps, we were journeying these months together that brought us to this decision.
Got to do what's right, so we've come to the right decision.
Six months later, Frank and Wilma are having the best of both worlds, taking their time to find a new home that's just perfect and enjoying the better living space in their current one.
We've viewed a few properties, I think 3 or 4, in the West End of Glasgow and the West Coast. So we've seen a few that we quite like, but obviously it's down to whether we sell this place and when that happens.
It's been really nice to get used to living with a new space. There's things that we did which are fantastic. So there's things that we're actually really enjoying from being here. So we're not in any desperate rush, but it's about trusting the timing and finding the right place.
Yeah.
So another really good example where the space didn't get any larger.
No.
It just got better.
Yeah.
And it felt completely different.
Kitchen looked sensational.
Yeah, it did. It
They
did.
just had it sprayed. They found someone who comes to the house and just resprays the
It
kitchen.
was very clever.
And I would really encourage people to do that.
I think we're going to see more of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never seen it done before, but
Yeah.
it made an awful lot of sense. Although I loved what they did to the house, I think it was that situation was less about the house and whether it worked or not. It was more to do with the fact they wanted a change of life. It was next stage of life.
I don't know what it is about the coast, but people do move to the coast at a certain stage in life. I think the thing about the sea is that when you have the time to appreciate it, it's a wonderful thing to have close by. It's invigorating, yeah. Different stages of life,
And very different builds.
but both under 30 grand.
Yeah, very successful.